24 hours ago, he was a prisoner in a Russian penal colony. On Friday, he was a free man on German soil, being greeted by the former German Vice-Chancellor Hans-Dietrich Genscher. The pardon of President Vladimir Putin was signed in the morning. An hour later, Mikhail Khodorkovsky left the prison north of St. Petersburg, where he'd spent almost the last 10 years, and flew to Berlin. And he had this message for those who'd supported him during those long years in jail.
I would like to thank everyone who has been following the Yukos case all these years for the support you provided to me, my family, and all those who were unjustly convicted and continue to be persecuted.
He was sent to the penal colony in 2003, and his imprisonment became a symbol for what critics here and overseas say is the Kremlin's abuse of the judiciary and the courts for political ends. Khodorkovsky, once considered a serious contender to oppose Putin for the presidency, was named as prisoner of conscience by Amnesty International. 50-year-old Khodorkovsky was once the richest man in Russia. He was one of the oil barons known as the oligarchs, who became powerful during the chaotic years of Boris Yeltsin's presidency. But his company Yukos was broken up and sold off, mostly to state oil company Rosneft, after his arrest on fraud and tax evasion charges. His surprise release seen by Russian commentators as an attempt by the president to brush up his image.
At a time when he is referred to as bad, as an evil leader, he suddenly attracts the whole world to himself as a merciful leader who can pardon.
On Thursday, at a marathon 4-hour news conference, the Russian president announced an amnesty that would free 25,000 people, including the punk group Pussy Riot and the Arctic 30. President Putin's surprise decision to free Mikhail Khodorkovsky shows just how serious he is about trying to silence his critics in the West over Russia's human rights record, at a time when his country will be under microscopic examination from thousands of journalists and TV crews as they arrive for the start of the Winter Olympics in just 6 weeks' time. Peter Sharp, Al Jazeera in Moscow.